This roulette strategy is called Cramming for Your Finals, and it's presented to us by Andrew. Some people might know him by Kufu. We're going to try out his roulette strategy being entered into our roulette tournament. We've got $1,000 in the bankroll. This one's going to be pretty simple, to be honest, so I'm going to just jump on straight away. All we're going to do is the last number was 9. So we are going to bet on every number, $5 each, that end in the number 9, which is 3 of them this time. So you've got 9 itself, we've got 19, and we've got 29. So sometimes there'll be 4. Let's say, for example, the number 2 lands, you'll have 2, 12, 22, and 32. And obviously, higher numbers like 7, 8, 9, yeah, just 7, 8, 9, only have 3. What about 0? Does 0 have 5? We might find out. Anyway, so starting bet $15. Oh, it nearly went back into 9. That would have been a great start for us. So now what we're going to do is we're going to repeat the bet. And the last number is obviously 1 on 31. We're going to put 5 on 1, 11, 21, and 31. So this is why it means the finals. I think it means the final number. So when you lose, you repeat the bet and you add your final. So sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 4. It feels quite similar to Street Cred. I think that was about 3, maybe 4 strategies ago. It won some money, but it was a little bit too. It wasn't aggressive enough. I think we won $90, which I'll take. But this one, obviously, we're going a little bit more aggressive with $5 on each number. Now, it's always a $5 flat bet, which might get us into trouble. We'll find out. So we're going to repeat this bet. That was 32. So we're going to go 5 on 2, 12, 22, and 32. So it's a $55 bet, which means that we've got 11 numbers covered, doesn't it? Each one is $5, and we've got $55 on the table. So this is one where you'll lose, but your probabilities of winning the next spin will increase. Your probabilities of winning the next spin will increase. And I know people seem to think that. Oh, do I put 0 on here? I think I do put 0 on. Yeah. So repeat the bet. 10 came in, which is a 0. So we're going to go 0, 10, 20, and 30 is now covered. Yeah, some people have it's blatant gambler's fallacy where if you bet red and you miss, you have a higher chance of winning if you bet red again, which is complete and utter not true. Whereas this isn't the case. You actually lose, but you increase the numbers that you covered on the next spin. We're not getting off to a great start here. How many numbers are we going to have to cover before we hit one? So we're going to have to go for the 3s now. Repeat. We go 3, 13, 23, and 33. Now the issue is, if when we do hit one, we're only resetting when we go back into session profit. So let's say, for example, a 3 comes in now. We'll have won some money. We'll have won about $100, just a bit less than $100. We'll have to just repeat the bet because we won't be back at session profit. So is there going to be a case here where we've got basically every single number covered? A 3 did come in, which is quite nice. So we're now in $95 down. We don't add any more numbers. We simply repeat the bet. Let's have a look at that. 180 to 95. Yeah, just a bit less than $100 profit that time. What is it? It's about 80. So $90 profit, isn't it? Or 85, excuse me. So we hit a winner. We are not resetting until we get back into session profit. If we win this, we are not going to be at session profit and we're going to have to repeat the bet with another $95 on the table. That'll be a little bit scary. We've not got 25. Oh, no. So we might just end up covering the entire board here if we get very unlucky. Let's keep it going. Repeat. 5, 15, 25, 35. Now our bets are very big, but we do have the majority of the board covered. 115. Let me quickly try and work out that. So it's 20. If I'm not mistaken, we've got 23 numbers covered here, which is just a bit less than 2 of the 3 dozens. I'm really sorry. I've got a bit of a cough. Right, we've got 20. I know that. So that returned 180. We're just going to repeat this bet. So our bet was $115 and it returned 180. So we're making $65 profit each time. Now, unfortunately, even if we win, let me just go into the right. Even if we win the next 3, if I'm not mistaken, oh yeah, we will. We'll just be in profit, won't we? 65 times 2, 130. So we might be $5 in profit if we win the next 2. So it feels like you got to win this early. Okay, we've got that one. And we're going to repeat the bet. So it's a bit of a strange situation here. After we've had 8 spins, if we hit this after 9 spins, we'll be $5 in profit, which seems like quite a small profit considering how much money we've had on the table. We've got $115 bets. So I almost want to not win this to reset at a higher profit, but then I also want to win this to not lose money and to reset my bets. It's not going to let me reset it. So we'll see what happens on the way down, but our profit's going to be even smaller, isn't it? Let's just get this bet on. 6, 16, 26, 36. So each win returns $180. Okay, so that's going to be a $45 profit each time. Let's go on to the stats. So we're going to need to win this 4 times to get back into the profit. So this feels like something, if it doesn't go well to start off with, you can start falling behind and it's going to take quite a while to get back. So $180 returned. I think they're about to clean the wheel. Right, I'll pause it here and I'll jump ahead for you after he's finished cleaning the wheel. Okay, we're back. Just whilst he was cleaning the wheel, I was working it out then, and we're going to be in the same situation. So we're $130 down. With this current setup, it's a $45. Oh my goodness. Almost forgot to put the bet on. Had too long to wait. With this setup, it's a $45 profit each spin. So if we win the next 3, 45, 90, $135. So it'll be $5 in profit. So when I was previously saying, oh, I don't want to win this one, I thought I missed that. When I was saying I don't want to win this one, I want to wait to get into a higher profit. It didn't matter. It was best just to win that and then obviously reset. Because we're going to be at about 13 spins if we win the next 2 and we'll be $5 in profit. Can you get into a situation where the entire board is covered? What do you do then? I mean, you'd have to get super unlucky, but if anybody's been following this roulette tournament, it's not difficult to get super unlucky. Right, 20 we've got covered. Hopefully we don't have to run into that situation. If we win this next one, we can reset. So we've got the 4, 7s and 8s. If it finishes in a 4, a 7 or an 8, we've lost and we've got to add that on. Andrew, let us know in the comment section if you were to hit some terrible luck. What do you do when the entire board is covered? Because obviously you're not going to cover the entire board because then you just guarantee yourself losing $5. Right, we're not going to find out this spin, fortunately. So we're going to reset. That was a 10 and we're going to go to the zeros. So 10, 20 and 30. We We're patient, stuck it out, and we're $5 in profit. So we were into a reasonably big hole there. We were $190 down, and we had quite a lot of money on the table. Our wagering, we're $5 up, but our wagering is $1,255. So if you like your wagering and you want to climb up our leaderboard and you want to get extra rewards from the casino, this strategy seems to do reasonably well for that. That would have been lovely. If we went straight into zero, that would have been very good for us. Because it's these small bets that are going to send the profit sky high. 2, 12, 22, 32. Yeah, if you hit these early on, so for example, a $15 bet returns $180, that's a $165 profit. We're going to fly. You just need two of those, and you'll be in the top 8 of this roulette tournament. So we did recover, but it did take us, what, 12, 13 spins to get back into the profit? Might be a little bit too slow for what we're trying to achieve. Obviously, if you've got all day, you're not playing a roulette tournament, you don't really care how long it takes. That was 8. So we're going to go 8, 18, and 28. Just 3 for that one. So I'm just trying to work out how early on you really want to hit. You want to hit within your first 4 numbers, I guess. Otherwise, you're going to have to win at least twice to get into the profit. Okay, 13 does nothing for us. So repeat the bet. We go 3, 13, 23, 33. Let's have a look at these numbers. So a 3, an 8, a 2, a 0, and obviously that was our reset. It's hard to really explain what the probabilities should be because every single spin, our probabilities of winning completely change, don't they? Sometimes we've got 4 numbers, sometimes we've got 7 numbers, sometimes we've got 11 numbers. Ah, it was right next to 13. I've got a feeling that we are going to go into the exact same situation here because we've not hit an early one. So I've got $95 on the table, which means I've got 19. 19 times 5. Yes, I've got 19 numbers covered. Got half the board covered. So could really do with hitting one of these. But I'm going to need to hit it at least twice. Oh my goodness me. That's right next to 36. The one that just hit. I'm unsure about the recovery here. Let's keep going. So we've got 1, 11, 21, and 31. If I was to change this, I would probably start smaller. Let's say $2 bets. And then after 4 losses in a row, double them up and then add $4. And after another 3 losses, double them up and add $8. Something along those lines. Because if you hit what we've just hit, it takes a lot of time to recover. There's a bit of profit. We're just going to repeat the bet. So it's a $115 bet, returns 180. So it's $65 profit each time. Unfortunately, we are $215 down. So just some quick maths. That feels like another 4 wins in a row. Is it 3? 130. I feel like that's another 4 wins in a row before we can reset. Repeat the bet. But just quickly trying to work it out. $65 profit. So we'll be we'll win $130, which means we'll be only $20 down. Then if we hit that one, we can shoot into a bit of profit. So it's changed the dynamics from rather than just going to $5 up, we could potentially actually make some money here. I don't understand how it's changed though. We've missed that though. Right, repeat. 7, 17, 27. See, these are the difficult ones. $130 bet. I'm only making $50 profit, which sounds nice, but when I'm $265 down, that is at least, well, it's 6 wins, isn't it? Before I can get back to session profit. So you need some early winners with this. It'd be interesting to see if it does recover. We're on 21 spins so far. Okie doke. Let's try and grind it back. So we've got 4, 5, and 9 missing. Let's just go into that. If it ends in a 4, a 5, or a 9, we're in trouble. And we might find out what happens when you've got that entire board covered. And each spin, I've got at least $130 on the table. So I need a bit of good luck here to get out of this hole. That's another $50 profit. Repeat the bet. Just zoom into these stats. So if we win 3 more, we'll be at minus $15. Then hopefully we can win that 4th one and we'll be at $35 profit. But we don't, I mean, we do have the majority of the board covered, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 11 whacks. So it's only 2 of the 3 dozens, basically, that we've got covered. Ah, just missed that. How is this going to get us out of this hole? 5, 15, 25, 35. So this is the extra problem, guys. We have got $150 bet, which means we're only winning $30, which means I need to win 10 hands in a row to get back into profit. Let's see. Repeat the bet. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 whacks. Which seems too much. That seems too many whacks when I need to win 10 in a row. We're going to grind it out. This might recover. We've got 26 spins, so we've got 11 more. So all that can happen here is we recover, we get into the green, we do our 3 numbers and we hit a winner. We do it again and hit a winner, and this is golden. So it's not over yet, but it is going to need its luck to change. So I want $30 profit every spin for the next 8 spins. Or 9 spins, is it? I forget. What's it? It's called cramming for your finals. So I feel like our roulette board now is crammed. So yes, we've got more money on the table. But yes, we've got a higher probability of winning now. That was lucky because 19 and 4 are next door, and both of those are losers. Well, not next door, but very close. What was that? 15. Yeah, so 4 and 19, these are both losers, and they're kind of close, kind of too close. I don't think this can make money now. I think it had a chance of making a bit of money, but I don't think that it can now. Let's add these 4s on. I've never ever had a roulette. I've never played a roulette board like that. So if it ends in a 9, we're screwed. We're only making $10 profit. So this cannot win money. Just calculating it now. 29 spins. It's only going to win $10 per spin. And it's $325 down. And it just the ball. It's literally covered the board. So I'm obviously not going to cover every single number. I'm going to do 9, 9, and 9. Yeah, because every single final number landed then. And if I'd have covered the 9s, I'd have had every single number covered, which is guaranteed way to lose $5. So I've just reset and I'm going to the number 9s now. I know Andrew would not want me to cover every single number because it'd just be a complete waste of time. So we're going to try and see if we can win some money back doing it this way. Repeat the bet. 3, 13, 23, 33. So we've had 15 wins and 16 losses. Total of 31 spins. I don't like probability wise, I'm not sure that this has got extra unlucky. I think it just depends on how early you hit these numbers. It's going to make all the difference. So let's repeat the bet and get 0. And I'll show you what I mean now. 0, 10, 20, 30. So if we go to these numbers here, let's say, for example, 36 was your winner and you reset. So then you have all the numbers ending in 6. Then you miss, you have all the numbers ending in 7. Then you hit that 6. Your profit's going to be over $100. Repeat, add the 4s. If we just go to those stats there. So we only had the numbers ending in a 4 and 9 not covered. And it just went, I forget exactly. I think that was 14, bang. And then the next number was 29, bang. So if we look at it that way, those 2 spins were definitely unlucky, but I'm not sure it was going to recover either way. Well, there's a winner. $495, and we're back to 495. I'm just going to repeat this bet. So if we were basically saying that this didn't happen and we're trying again, we were $495 down. We went all the way down and then we came back to exactly $495. So if you get back to evens, then I think you reset. Obviously, we're not back to even because we would. Oh no, wanted that to get to 34. Then we'd have been. I don't know what I'm trying to say, to be honest. Let's repeat the bet. 7, 17, and 27. What I'm trying to essentially explain is because we basically had a brand new reset because our entire board was covered. That if you were to get into this situation, let's say we had a brand new reset there at 495, came down, 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 then won, then back at 495. I think that is when you take all your bets off and start again. Why have I got 34 here covered? What's that? Did I drag it off? I won some money by accident. I don't know how I've got that street on there. I think I pulled it off by accident, which did us a bit of favour. A little bit of good luck for this strategy. Last spin, guys. We're going to finish with a minimum of $290. It'd be nice to win a little bit here. I think this one might just need a bit more of a progression rather than flat betting 5. Like I said, I add 2 at the start. Oh, we've got a nice winner. Yeah, add 2 at the start. Then after like 3 or 4 losers, add 5. Then after 3 or 4 losers, maybe add 8. Something along those lines. Wasn't its day today. We finished on minus $530. Like I said in my videos before, Andrew Kufu, thank you very much for your roulette submission. There's no hard feelings with anybody when they submit the strategies. If it's not a winner, it's absolutely fine. It's part of the game of roulette. On another day, this could have done really well. So thanks for the submission. Subscribe to the channel and we'll see you for the next one.